Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Just Fun Stuff. We are here on Funland, and with the winter season almost over, Poppy wanted to get in a few more winter activities. So we are going to set up a little ski lodge today. I can't wait to get this build started, but before we do, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Getting right down to work, we are setting up the first part of the base. Now this is going to be an entire ski lodge. That is what we are going for. I even actually made my very own signage, and I'm super proud of how simple it is, but we did it ourselves. So we are making the Funland Lodge. So right now Poppy is setting up the first part, which is actually building the lodge itself, getting the different elements that we need. Now we're going to be using the storefronts as the lodge and creating kind of a house look. I had debated actually moving Poppy's house and using that as the house for the lodge, but then I opted against it. I wanted to do a complete build and see what we can do with the storefronts other than just the normal setting them up 2x2 or 1x1 as I've done before. So we're kind of doing the layered look. I put some hedges down in the front just to break it up a little. And then we'll go ahead and put down the second part, and boom, the beginning of the lodge. You can see it starting to form. All right, grabbing more things. Again, this is going to be kind of a mountain hillside type thing, so I put some trees in the back. I'm pretty sure I moved that at some point, but it was a start, and then fencing and hedging to kind of break it up, and now coming in with more construction, putting up more cliffside, because what we're gonna do to create the entire ski lodge is not just have the house itself. I wanted to put up an actual chairlift or ski lift to get you up to the hill to do the actual skiing. So right now we're putting up the base for that. I'm going to be using, when you see Poppy put them up, the party light arches. When you put them on their side and you stack them on the cliffside, it kind of mimics the look of the run going up, so we'll see that going. But before we put anything else up, of course, you have to path out the area. It's much easier to decorate and put things up after you've gone ahead and done your path work, so that's what we're doing. There's no rhyme or reason for the path, just I like the look of it. It really does complete an area, so lots of path going up. It's a fairly large space to create this lodge. So that is what we're doing, working on that, placing it down, trying to fill up the space. Now, I know I could have gone without the path for this and just left the snow, because it is, you know, we're doing a seasonal thing. We're putting up a ski lodge. Obviously, you need the snow, but I just like the look of the path. I think it completes an area. I almost used my flower path for this, but then I went against it. I wanted this to be kind of realistic looking, so just went with our basic brown path. Put that down. Once the path is down, then we can complete work on everything else. There we go. Putting up our little entranceway in, and now we're starting to work on getting the actual ski lift put in. If you did see on the entranceway, we customized it with the Funland Lodge sign. We will be putting up much more signage, so you will see it, but I just thought that was such a cute little touch, using the torii in the wood so it matched the actual lodge that we were putting up. And then with the Funland Lodge logo on it, so you know where you're going. You're going for a ski vacation at Funland Lodge. There we go. We're going to be using the swinging benches as well for the actual ski lift chairs. We'll be doing those in the dark wood. Everything keeping it along the same look. I did the dark wood for the party lights, and we'll use the dark wood for the benches. But as you can see, it kind of gives that look of a ski lift. And once you start putting in the rest of the cliff, then you see how it starts to progress and looks like you're going up and up and up. So now we're adding Some more cliff. We needed more side because I didn't realize how much room we were actually going to need to build it up. So it's one of those trial and error things. Yeah, moving the tree. I knew that I was going to move the tree. I had put it up. It'll go back up, just not quite there. We needed more space so that we could put the party light arches up and put the final run of our ski lift in place. And then it's down and adding more, because what I want to do is use the dormant volcano. I went ahead to Harv's Island and got it customized so that it was snow covered. And what I wanted to do is put it kind of at the back towards the end of where the ski lift is, and it kind of mimics like there's a mountain in the distance, and that's where the ski lift is taking you. You'll see it once we get it put up. Now we're just grabbing some trees and some shrubs because you gotta decorate the top. Again, it's kind of like a ski lodge tucked into the hills and mountains, so there's got to be some decor around it. Now we're going ahead and see, we're putting up the dormant volcano. We know it's a volcano, but from the ground level when you look up, it really and truly does look like a hill, and that's really cool. It looks like a little mountain where this ski lift is bringing you to. So I really thought that was fun and a cool use of the volcano. There we go, adding more trees, more decor, adding some more hedges, and now just trimming it back a little. We broke our axe. I figured that the palm trees were or the coconut trees were in the way a little bit, so we're just gonna dig them out, move some stuff, that way it doesn't take away from the front of our ski lodge. And now adding more, fixing up our path. I didn't realize that there was a spot that I had missed. Now we're adding more trees and more decoration. The actual build itself is done, so now is the fun part of just decorating and setting everything up. Back into storage, grabbing trees. Oh, the vertical banners. I'm all about the vertical banners. And of course, we have to have our skis. Now we're putting up our signs. Funland Lodge, and then a sign pointing to where the ski lift is. More banners so that you know where you're going. There we have it. Funland Lodge. I love it. You know exactly where you're going. The ski lift sign pointing to the ski lift. And then, of course, the skis. Can't have a ski lodge without racks of skis. Adding more and more to the front. It's really starting to take shape now. You can see it starting to look like a ski lodge, and I'm really happy with the way it was turning out. I'm actually really glad that I didn't move Poppy's house and we went with the storefront, because when you decorate the storefront, it doesn't become just the storefront anymore. It actually starts to resemble kind of a cottage lodge type thing, and that's what I was going for, and I think it turned out really good. Not to mention the lights. We all know how much I love the lights at night. This game is so pretty at nighttime, and the storefronts are all lit up at night, and I love that. So to look like people are in the lodge, using the lodge. All right, grabbing more stuff, mush lamps, crafting, and then we'll customize them, and some log chairs, because there's got to be a place where you sit out front of the lodge, of course. Customizing some mush lamps, because you can't have too many mush lamps. I think our island is comprised of at least 40% mush items, and I love that. All right, we've got the chairs done. No fancy decorating for the chairs or customizing. I just used the pattern that came with it because I thought it went with the color scheme of the lodge that we were using. Now we're putting up our mush items just so it's kind of lit up. And look at that ski lift, it's so fun. Adding some more lamps, but you can see how it's all come together. It has become a complete area. It is a ski lodge. You go, you can hang out at the lodge, you can sit out front, you can have your hot chocolate, you can go over, use the lifts. You can see how the volcano in the back now looks like the mountain that you're taking the lift to go to. I think the whole entire area turned out so well. I'm so happy with it. You took a plain area that was nothing and we have turned it into a complete ski lodge. Also making Funland harder to get around, but we are done. I want to thank you guys so much for watching with me, for creating this, for liking and subscribing, and we'll definitely be back with more Animal Crossing.